Hi everybody. Welcome on in. Magnus Prada, thank you for dabbing. X-Keeper, congratulations on your first. Ark Nova, congratulations on your first. Dan Highland, congratulations on your first. Crushing Ceiling, congratulations on your first. Full of Lizards, congratulations on your first. Marmot, thank you for dabbing. Green Herring, thank you for the 100 bits. Al Pennington, congratulations on your first. Hello as well to Praximo, Dark Rift, Marmot, Elfbutt, Sales, Bobby Dice Roller, Flygon Breloom, Schemo, Lurkers. It's been a long time since this has happened, but welcome to part 10. Welcome to part 10 of Mahjong 64. You know when it hits double digits, shit's getting real. Mission Impossible, we got to part 8. That was the last time we got close. Mission Impossible got up to part 8. Let's see. Armorines got up to part 6. What's up, Quick? What's up, Surprise Bees? When else did we get close? I'm going back in time here. Twisted Edge got to part 6 before I flushed it. Before it mysteriously stopped working and then started working. JCL Unico, hello. Thank you for watching the VODs. I appreciate it. When else did we get close? Bomberman Hero made it to part 8. How am I already back in, like, November? Weird. Vigilante 8 made it to part 9. Oh, almost Vigilante 8 second defense. Which means that we'd have to go all the way back to Pokemon Puzzle League, I think, right? Got a few part 5. Yeah, Pokemon Puzzle League we did 12 streams of. Hi, everybody. Hello to you. Hello to your various beans. Shout out to Beans. Oh, lordy. Gotta take down some times. I want to make a list of all my favorite video game songs. I've talked about it in the past, about actually having, like, migrating these stream intro songs off of YouTube and having them locally to avoid any kind of weird mattress furniture sale ads or anything like that. It's on my to-do list. It's very low on my to-do list, but it is on my to-do list. And part of that process is going to be just figuring out what all would have to make that list. It would be a big list, but I'd have to really plumb the depths. I love a good plumb. People know that about me. They know I love plums. Speaking of plums, Rainwave. The problem is that I'm, like, too thorough. Like, there is a part of me that when I say this, when I admit out loud, I want to make a list of all my favorite video game music, I promise that the thought occurred to me now as it did then, that step 1 is to listen to all the video game music. Like, no big deal. I'll just listen to every NES song there is, and then make my list from there, and then move on to the Super NES, and then go to Genesis, and then, you know, it'll only take hundreds of thousands of hours. No big deal. Look, here's the truth, all right? Here's the honest to God truth. Epic Neon Ninja Monkey, thank you for the raid. Here's the truth. The truth is that there is so much beauty in this world, and I just want to consume it all the time. I just want to eat it. I want to eat it with my eyes, my ears, my nose doesn't work so good. My mouth, definitely. Fingers, sometimes. Isn't there another one? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we got it. We got it all covered. We did it. How is your stream, Epic Neon Ninja Monkey? We are trying to make our way through our first Mahjong game on the N64. We're close. We're 75% done. What's up, Drogulus? Let's give a shout out to Epic Neon Ninja Monkey for the raid. What were you streaming tonight?
Medium-ish late hit. Kinda late hit. Late-ish hit.
You know, I have a confession about that boss fight. You know how when you hit him and his eyebrows go up? When I was a kid, and in my 20s and most of my 30s, I thought that the top of his head was popping off. I thought that, like, his scalp was popping up, and there was just, like, a hole there for some reason. I think I'm getting okay at Mahjong. I wouldn't say I'm good at it. I don't have the, I don't believe that I'm good at this game, but I know what I'm doing. Astro Robo Sasa. Yeesh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I like that challenge, though. I like that you're doing it. I'm a fan. I approve. Let me know when you're playing UU de Quiz Go Go. JCL Unico just converted from a Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub. Thank you, JCL Unico. Found a picture of me? Yep, that's me. That's me. Ugh. Got your new glasses today. Finished unlocking everything in the Contra DLC for Vampire Survivors. Nice. Very nice, Dan Highland. Very good. Very good. Well, welcome on in, all the Epic Neon Ninja Monkey Raiders. It's a pleasure to have you here tonight. Sure hope you'll find our Mahjong stylings entertaining. If you have any questions about Mahjong, you can ask me. And if it's a good question about Mahjong, I can forward it to someone else in the chat who knows more about Mahjong than I do. There is... I've talked about this before on stream. I love quiz games. I love trivia. I want to translate Japanese quiz games, but I don't want to translate them. I want to localize them. Because even if you take those games and put them into English, there are so many questions that are so far beyond the boundaries of what anyone outside of Japan could know. Questions about, like, commercials and who's represented by what talent agency, and, you know, like, some things you could be like, yeah, literature questions, sure, history questions, definitely, TV, movie questions, why not? But I think the best course of action would just be to localize those quiz games, to just have multiple choice questions and feed those into the game to replace the Japanese text, and then you could play them, you know, local prefecture politicians. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for a literal translation. No one's gonna do it. That's the thing. No one's gonna do a translation of a quiz game. They're not gonna. So, who cares? They're not going to get upset at me. And if they are, money where your mouth is. Money where your mouth is. You make a literal translation of a quiz game. You do it. Anyways, who wants to play Mahjong? We're going to Mahjong school. We're in there. Gemma Shark. Gemma Shark, bro. Mahjong over Sasa. Sasa. What if I asked you to play Mahjong with me? What if I said, Magnus Prada, I need a partner. We're playing Mahjong doubles down at the Tokyo Dome tonight. There's a 200 yen prize pool. I need a partner. The hard part is I can't even, like... I mean, I could. I have the equipment. But, like, I couldn't even put a graphic up over my hand because I need the OBS for you to see it. Alright, let's start the timer. Alright, year 4. We're getting smumped. Look at this. Look at this shit. Ugh. Ugh. Alright. Try that again. Ah, old man's here. Okay. I don't think you can. I haven't really tried. The one time that I did use resetting, I started a game in free mode and I hit reset, and when the game loaded back in, it said, hey, you hit reset, you're disqualified. So I'm guessing that it knows, and no. I haven't really tried, though, to be honest. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Get rid of that. Okay, I kind of know what I'm doing. I kind of have a vision. Cheat code in a Mahjong game. Yeah, you could probably do it to where it would, like, force you to draw a certain tile. Or, like, you could pick which tile you wanted. How did I learn how to play Mahjong? Chat knew that I had Mahjong to do on the N64 and then wanted me to get to it. So someone sponsored 2 5-hour streams of me playing Ricci City, which is a free English Mahjong client that you can get from mobile or Steam. And after 10 hours of that, I mean, really after 5 hours, but after 10 hours for sure, I was like, okay, I know how to do this. And so here we are. Clubhouse games, yeah, Clubhouse games on the Switch was my starting point. I did that voluntarily. And it helped, but then I forgot it all. It laid down the foundation, but then it didn't really explain a lot of things as well as I would have liked. Certain types of rules and things just sort of went over my head. What's up, Liz? What's up, Dino? Thank you. I need it. I need the luck. The luck. There's a lot of good, like, board game. I mean, like, I think most classic sort of board game type things I've actually managed to learn through video games. Whether it's backgammon I learned through video games. I learned how to play chess from video games, which that's not really a glowing endorsement because I'm fucking ass at chess, but I learned from video games. It just turns out that I like to play video games. Who knew? Hanafuda, yep. Learned Hanafuda from video games. I freaking love a video game, man. I love them. Just want to play them all the time. If streaming wasn't so exhausting, and it's like stealthily exhausting. It's not like I don't really feel myself gradually getting tired, but when I cut stream, I'm like, oof. If it wasn't so exhausting, it would be really tempting to just be on all the time. Just all the time. Just so I could play video games. Yeah. Yep. The secret killer. Video game stress. Stream stress. You know, as much as I want to do Rig's schedule, I couldn't because he only streams like 3 or 4 days a week, right? John Matrix, thanks for the 50 pickles.
In this new episode of Radon Gets Himself into a Pickle, Radon and his friend go to a panic room, which totally was not Radon's idea because really, a panic room. And unfortunately the panic room is secretly a life-sized Mahjong game and it's up to Radon to arrange the furniture-sized tiles and he has to get Richie or else he can't get out of the room, and none of his friends know any Jong except him. The pressure's on Radon. Will he get out?
Probably not. I'm not blessed with grace under fire. I'm gonna say probably not. Thank you for the 50 bits, John Matrix. I tend to panic. I am a panicker when it comes to panic rooms or other types of panic. I wish that I had grace under fire. I wish that I could like just sort of, you know, take a deep breath and compose myself. I get too excited. I get too nervous. Who is Grace? Grace Kelly. Star of stage and screen. What's up, Basil? Ron! Dempsey, congratulations on your first. I blame Dempsey. Thank you for dabbing, Dempsey. I didn't lose until you declared first. Fire under grace. At least that sounds beautiful, at least. I mean, I work a lot. I put myself on the clock a lot, right? So I could envision. I've actually done it once, and I've thought about doing it more times. Of just like, I'm gonna be productive, so I'm gonna hit go live, and I'm just gonna do what I need to do, but on stream. But I don't think that's really interesting. I don't think it's compelling. I don't think it's interesting. I think about it a lot, but I also don't think it's a great idea. Lauren Bacall. Yeah, once you hit it, it's too late to go back. It looks weird if you just turn the car around at that point. I don't want that. I think it would be easier if like DMCA wasn't the thing. If I could just be like, yeah, I'm going live, and I don't really care who's in the chat. I'm just gonna put some music on and do some work, and there'll be a chat there if I want to look at it or respond to it. But that's not how it works. Oh, what have I done? Suddenly I have 5 pairs. I didn't want to have 5 pairs, but I have them. Okay, good. Good. Let's get rid of these doots. Destroy the child. Yeah, it's like I have 5 pairs. It's like I have 1 3 of a kind. I have 3 2s. Your pairs are meaningless. I don't know how you did it, but it doesn't matter. I wish there was a good poker game on the N64. That'd be fun. It'd be fun to go through a poker game. I have a couple. I do own a couple poker games, but... oh well. That's for another day. Another day, another time. RoboCop is full of hot dogs. There is poker in Golden Nugget. But Golden Nugget sucked. 1. And 2, that game was such a mess. Like, it wouldn't have been enjoyable to play the poker in it. If Vegas Stakes... so I found out, I think from Dino's chat, that there's a sequel to Vegas Stakes on the PS1 that's, like, made by the same company and seems to follow the same, like, game structure. And I had no idea. I have to check that out at some point. I love Vegas Stakes. I used to rent Vegas Stakes when I was a kid. We streamed it plenty of times. It's a good... I find it's a good New Year's Eve stream game. Because it ends on such a promising note. Like, it fills me with hope for the new year. Are you thinking of Poker Night at the Inventory? The one with, like, now I'm getting them confused because there's 2. The one with Strong Bad in it and, like, fuck. See, I can name all the characters, but I can't name which Poker Night they're in because of the second one. Second one is Brock Sampson, Claptrap. Yeah. Max is in the first one and Sam's in the second. Tycho from Penny Arcade is in the first one, I think. It's a cool game. Yeah, the Heavy. I forgot. I wouldn't have gotten the Heavy. I forgot that Heavy was in Poker Night. I have beef with that game. It was a very good game, but I got all the achievements in it, and so I kind of resent it. I ruined it for myself by 100%ing it, which happens. That's a thing that happens. But it is cool. I recommend it if you want to just play some poker and listen to some snappy banter. It's a good time. I just need... I need something... windy. Wind is... No. I need Durgans. That's what I need. I need to acquire some Durgans. Uno Rush was cool. I ran Uno Rush in a mystery tournament once, and it ended up generating like more hype in the room than any of the like fighting games and shit that I had put up that night. Oh, Doritos Crash Course was godlike. Doritos Crash Course is a legendary game. I will go to bat for Doritos Crash Course as long as I have to. I didn't play Monday Night Combat until Super Monday Night Combat. And I played a good amount of Super Monday Night Combat. I played it for a couple months, and then one day I realized that it was a MOBA. And they tricked me. John Matrix, thank you for the 50 ignored chats.
In this new episode of Radon Ignores Chat, MisterRadon is reading a book for work while chat keeps scrolling. Duke Donuts drops some extremely powerful points that are evaded by Radon, who can't afford philosophy. John Matrix makes a cheer, calling himself Mahjong Matrix, only to see Radon grunt disapprovingly at something he's seen in the book, then raises his head and smiles jubilantly at possibly anything DNO says, because possibly everything DNO says is good. He turns the page.
That sounds pretty accurate. That sounds like if I were to work on stream. John Matrix, thank you for the 50 bits. I have so much reading to do this month. I have like 12 books on assignment right now. It's a lot. But I'm working through them. What's up, Parstill? Why do people keep glizzying RoboCop, Basehole? Who's responsible for this? I'm gonna go half flush. Feeling a strong half flush here. Pon. All the great poets of our era have a worn-out backspace key. There's a bunch of Xbox 360 digital titles on sale right now because a bunch of them are about to get delisted. So, for like the next couple weeks, there's a lot of them that are on like deep discount. You know who would have liked Twitter? E.E. Cummings would have been a beast on Twitter. Alright, what do we got here? We got 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we just need to pair the 6 or the 9. Orson Welles on Twitter. Flowers. Baby shoes, never worn, send tweet. Ooh, give me that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the white dragon. One of my guys is in defense. Yeah, you gotta protect against the Nobunaga offense. I need to learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I learned it for like... I downloaded Master Duel and I played it for like an hour on a Valentine's Day trip with Ern, and then I never touched it ever again. But I know that I'm like way more interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! Video games. So like, I could learn how to play Master Duel, or I could play Falsebound Kingdom instead. Sometimes sounds happen. I don't know what they are. Your factor thing showed up today? Nice. I finished my factor last night, I think. It was pretty good. There were only there was only one meal that I was kind of like, that one was okay. Everything else was pretty tasty. And I came away satisfied. Get rid of that. Need a red dragon or a south wind, and this hand is money in the bank. Conversely, I have 5 pairs again. How does this keep happening? Who keeps doing this? Taking a day off work tomorrow because you can? Hell yeah. Days off are the best. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? How are you, Shadrock? I had a pretty nasty sub from Subway tonight for dinner. Other than that, I'm pretty good. Any serious gaming? Not today. Not today. I'm due for some, though. I'm definitely due for some serious gaming. That's too high level for me, Quicks. I don't think I have the wherewithal to do that. Oh, wrong 5. Boo. But if anyone else did some serious gaming today, I'd love to hear about it. I sure wish you'd tell me. All you've done is lap some old MKs today. I don't know shit about Mortal Kombat. It's gonna be real bad when I have to play actual Mortal Kombat games on the N64 and the 32X, because I don't know shit about Mortal Kombat. I know Kung Lao's cool because he got hat. I'm kind of more receptive to coaching when it comes to fighting games. Like, I still want to avoid it if I can, right? But fighting games historically do not do a good job of teaching you how to play fighting games. Yeah, we got the reverse Raiden torpedo clip last night. Okay, look, I swear this isn't on purpose. It's just fate. Fate is telling me to get 7 pairs. Discarded the wrong tile. And once again, I'm drawing on the 5 again. The 5 is the necessary ingredient. Ba-ba! I'm in first. Hey, we won round 1. I won round 1. Hooray for me. Five rounds. Five rounds, and we have to be not last at the end of round 5. That's the only goal. Don't be in last. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting KOF 15, but the closer we get to the Garo 2, I'm just like, Garo 2 instead. I think I would have more fun with that than I would KOF 15, honestly. But we'll see. I have been actually playing a little bit of fighting games. Not like super deep, but I've been... Every week I've been playing, you know, maybe like a half hour of Tekken 7, maybe like 20 minutes of Street Fighter 5. I'm just not really trying to accomplish anything, just passing the time. Playing some online and seeing how I do. Water. Last Blade 3 will be pretty sick. SNK's shown a pretty significant willingness to use their IP, and yeah, I think it could happen. Well, it could happen, but I wouldn't expect much from it. Given how much work they had to put into making Samurai Showdown, like, viable long-term, they'd be fighting an uphill battle with Last Blade. It would be cool, but it would be a struggle. I think they know that. Alright, let's go. You have no idea what I need. Discard at your leisure, game. can't keep that. It's already called Ricci. Boo. What's up, Osimo? I have the Neo Geo cart for KOF 99. That's the one KOF game that I super own. Like, I have a couple of the modern ones and such. I don't think I have any of the old ports. I don't think I have, like, the PS1 or Dreamcast ones. But I do have, oh, I have 97 and 99 for Neo Geo. Only the most artisanal KOFs make it into my collection. Oh, I do have Neo Wave on Xbox. I do have that. You know what I did not appreciate in their time was Maximum Impact. I used to clown on that game a lot, and I was wrong. I was wrong, and I admit my shortcomings. Damn! $11. I wish they would do more tag KOF. I think tag KOF works. I wish that they would bring it back. 11 was cool. Ooh. Chibi, congratulations on your first. Tornado, hello. I could see that happening. Them doing like a remaster of KOF 98. I could see it happening. Jackpot. Alright, give me the 7. No! It's going pretty good tonight so far. We've only played it for a little bit. We've only been on for a half an hour, Armored Macabre, but so far so good. Random ear pain. I should pick that up. I should save it for later. Oh no! Two red dragons in the hole. A bunch of dots that don't connect. Basketball was good? Nice. How many points did you score? Did you get a triple-double? You could get a triple-double at In-N-Out. That's a burger you could order at In-N-Out. Damn. Calling Ricci like it's nothing. You didn't break any bones? How many points is that? That's worth 4 points. 1 point for every 50 bones you didn't break. I'm gonna keep that 7 just in case. I've got a silly idea brewing. I need to play Earthbound. I've been itching to play Earthbound again. But I don't think it's gonna happen without me playing Mother 1 again first. Yo. I've never played Mother 3. I think it would be the logical conclusion of such an endeavor. But I've never played it. This hand is kind of good. I've seen some of that. I've never played it either. Please step away from the microphone, old man. Nice. Okay, we need some honors. That's one. It could. It could, Real Smith. We're 75% of the way through it, but there's no promise of progress until it happens. So, I'd say it could be done in as few as like another 6 hours, or it could take a lot longer than that. Damn. His hand came together quick, but then none of the tiles I needed hit the board. Everything belongs to mummies. Our whole world belongs to mummies. Factor is, it is like very quick prep. You could make one and watch TV. They're not frozen. They're refrigerated. So they keep for about a week. And they're very tasty. They were very good. I haven't done every plate. I've done HelloFresh, and I've done Factor now. But yeah, they come in a little plastic tray. Very convenient. I don't want to open this hand. Not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Okay, fine. Fine, twist my arm. Yeah, kind of. I don't know who composed this. I don't know if they've done other things that we should know about. But, you know, huge props. We've been playing the game for 38 hours, and I don't think anyone in chat is sick of the music. I'm not. It's a frequent topic of conversation, so I can only assume that everyone is vibing. What's up, Bivork? Do I want that? Yeah, I'll take it. The goal of the game is to make melds. Melds of 3 or 4. Such as 3 of a kind. Or 3 in a row. Yes, chef. You're enjoying the long weekend. What's the occasion? Educate me. I probably should have kept the 9. Well, I'm double bluffing because there's already a south wind discarded. So they're gonna be like, oh, well, he doesn't need that. It's safe. And then I'm gonna swoop in and yoink it. And then I'm gonna curl my mustache. It's the perfect crime.
Each.
Okay, alright, everybody chill. You're doing too much. It's Victoria Day. Okay. I mean, days off, I don't care what it's for. It could be it could be National Hantavirus Day, and I'll be like, sick, I get the day off? Alright, we're still in second. It's not a great hand, not a great game there, but we minimized the damage. National Take a Day Off Day. Hell yeah. 'Tis the season. That. I want that. Gimme that. I'm tempted to go for 3 wins, but there's already a north discarded. I don't think it's going to happen. The responsible choice is to merely accept that I've got a half flush 1 tile away from completion and to go for it. Especially with that Dora up there? Are you kidding me? Don't you dare. Don't you dare take this from me, old man. Or old man junior. The Explorer is here in the building. What's up, Ern? How was your nap? Ah, that's cruel. It's cruel that you would do that. Not upright yet. These things take time. Yeah. Oh well. Ugh. No. Ugh. Could use a hand. I could use a hand here. I'm seeing something. I'm seeing something. Whew. Just need some tiles. I have a specific need for some tiles. One of the ones I needed just got pitched. Okay, with 37 tiles left, I think I can still get this. I'm not going to give up on my dreams yet. It's starting to look like dream give up time. No. I'm gonna believe. I'm gonna believe. I place my faith in John. If I ever lose my faith in John. Shit. I don't think this hand's gonna go get to where it's going. I have mega doubts. And my hand was already open. I should have taken that one. Should have taken it. You mega believe? Alright, we'll see if you're right, Aaron. We didn't lose points. We gotta earn some points though. Gotta get us some pointage. Point me in the direction of points. Damn you. Cool tiles. Hand's still closed. I'm not gonna take that 8. Preserve the secrecy of my position. Oh, I should have kept that, probably. It's fine. So they're declaring Ricci when they take all their hand and put it face down. That is a 1,000 point bet that you can only place when you're one tile away from having a done hand. And you can earn more points for winning with that. But it's kind of like Uno, yeah. The other thing is that when you do that, you're not allowed to change the direction of your hand. You're not allowed to be like, okay, well, I need this one tile to win. Oh, but I got this other tile that will make a bigger hand, so I'm going to keep that tile and get rid of it. You can't do that. Once you put your hand face down, you're just saying, I'm waiting for this one specific tile, and when it comes in, I'm out. Yeah. If you at any point you take someone else's discard for your own hand, then you're not allowed to do it. I didn't want another west wind. But what if... It's not really that much like an all-in because you're only risking a small fraction of your score. You're basically putting an investment down to say, like, I'm going to spend some points because I think this hand is going to win, so I'm going to get more points if I'm right. What's a Yaku with you? Okay. Alright. Giagat. Buenos noches. Ooh. Yak. Ooh.
Each.
Damn it. Okay, this one's not going so good. I need something... I need a Chungus hand, and I'm kind of looking at one right now. I'm seeing a clear Chungus warning. There's a Chungus warning in effect for East Seat. Yeah, give it a shot. You know what? It won't be me, but Factor's sponsoring streamers all the time, so you could like do a search for the hashtag that's in the title, find a streamer who's sponsored by Factor. I know Retrograde Tom is sponsored by them right now, and yeah, give it a go that way. That way you're helping somebody out, and you're gonna get that discount too. You're gonna get 50% off your first box and 20% off your next 4, so that'll save you some money too. You do still have a Factor left. I didn't like that one a whole lot. I didn't think the veggies were very strong in it, but the chicken was really good. No, that was a different one. This one kind of has that too, though. Yeah, Tom's great. Very helpful, too. Very knowledgeable, very helpful. Very wise. Mahjong. How's it going, Duke? Yeah, you can do the 18 meals. You can get add-ons too, like if you want extra breakfasts or like snacks. They'll you can do 18 meals and then some add-ons as well. Trachea, congratulations on your first. Yep. People are using a lot of Radon sound effects on Retro Island Gaming. And I have my character in Wizardry 8. It's good advertising. It's very good advertising. Well, shit. I think I might know this story. I think I might have been lurking on your stream when you were telling this story, Liz. But go ahead. Hot bones happening. Yep. I like lizards. I like Ogre Battle 64. Yep. The Liz Star CV right there. That's the highlight reel. That's a hand for me. 2,900 points. I'm still way behind, but that's okay. Cool. Yeah, no. Your hand sucks. My hand sucks. Run it back. You'll get no arguments from this guy. There is a rule that if your hand has a certain, like if your hand has a certain weakness to it, like if I forget what the exact specifics are, but basically if you look at your starting hand and you go, God, this is really bad, and you turn it over and you're like, this is really bad, and then it's a redeal. I don't remember exactly what has to be included for that to happen, but it is an option that you have.
C.
8 or 7 orphans. I think it's, you have to have a certain number of okay, Chombo? Is it Chombo? No, it's not Chombo. When a player's 14 tile hand when a player's 14 tile hand after the initial draw has 9 different types of honors or terminals. So, 1s, 9s, the winds, the dragons. If you have 9 different... But the funny thing is that, like, if you have 13 of them, you have an incredibly powerful hand. So you kind of get to decide. You're like, is this crap or am I about to go off? Speaking of, let's get rid of this tile. Take those. Yeah, you can have that. Right back at you.
No.
I've never watched Northern Lion before, but I had a clip of his come up in one of my feeds about him ranting about Magic the Gathering. And I was like, I understand this content. I understand and identify with this content. You excited for your shirt? Hell yeah, Basil. That's how I feel. I feel smug when I win a hand. Am I open? I'm gonna do it. Seven for the win. I think so, game tapes. But I'm a sick individual. I understand when people are like, I'm gonna do, you know, every game for this console, but not sports, or like, but are not these things that I'm not interested in. I get it. But for me, it's like, that's part of the point. That's why I do it. It's what draws me in. Same with like people who only do, you know, games that are in their native language. I get it. Language barriers are frustrating. There are a lot of N64 Mahjongs to go. I can think of 6 off the top of my head, and there might be one other one that I'm not thinking of. A lot of sports. There's a lot of sports. I mean, that's why, real talk, that's why I don't want to do the Saturn. Because I don't like visual novels. I can handle, like, a small, if it's less than 5, okay, I'll tough it out. But there's too many fucking visual novels. You 1cc God of Game mode? Nice. Virtual Boy is what I originally set out to do. And when I was making the list, I was like, this isn't enough games. I need a side project. I was like, I know. I'll do N64 as a side project. And it just so happened that I started the side project before the real project, and I haven't had time to start the real project. So, but yeah, it's doable. You could beat every Virtual Boy game. Yeah, probably. They're not too long. 100%ing them is a bit... I mean, Virtual Boy games are surprisingly difficult to beat. Especially to 100% in my research. There's a lot of really crazy criteria and shit that goes into it. Yeah, DD is included in my list. DD is included, imports are included, and aftermarket games, as long as they're sold at a regular sort of retail environment, are included. Yep. Yeah, I'll do all the Mario Artist games. I sure will. Not for a long time, though, because fucking DDs are expensive. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm missing one tile. I was like, wait, should I have called something better than that? I am missing a tile. There it is. Yeah, SimCity will be fun. SimCity will be a good one. I think all the DD games are either going to be like incredibly short and merciful or extremely fascinating and cool. So I'm looking forward to that a lot. That's right, Samson. I'd say we could switch, but Godie's already finished all the Mahjong, so... If you can get a DD for $1,000, then I need to know what you're getting a DD for $1,000. Tokyo Mercari. That makes sense. Lucky Luckerton, let's go. No. Today is not the day, Electro. You'll need to rephrase that question, Game Tapes. What do you mean by that? There weren't downloadable full games, if that's what you're asking. But you could use RandNet to share content with other RandNet users. I believe the Mario Artist series support that. Obviously, it's the communication kit disc, which I think is explicitly for that purpose. And Japan Pro Golf Tour 64 had a hole designer mode, and you could make your own golf hole and send it to someone, and they could play it. I would imagine the F-Zero expansion kit might work the same way too, but I'm not sure about that. Basehole with the 300 bits. Thank you, Basehole. We've got level 1 channel point redemptions available. That's haikus, horoscopes, and day planners. Available for now and the rest of the stream, which is a little over 3 hours. Thank you, Basehole, for the 300 bits. I'm close enough. I don't have to open for this. Ern wants a horoscope. I don't know. It kind of sounds like you still care. Sounds to me like you still care. Ern, you got the lumber mill. The lumber mill. Time to saw logs and get big sleep tonight. Vork also wants a horoscope. York, you got the Joliet Police Station. Dan Aykroyd is going to be committing a crime near you today. Beware. Beware of noted Canadian criminal Dan Aykroyd. John Lovett's Banjo-Kazooie trailer. How does that work? Okay. It's time to open the hand. I mean, actually, hold up. Wait a minute. Flip down my fun dip. My fun dip indicator is glowing. What's up, esports? Oh, he outronned me! No! Old man. Oh, old man. I thought I had it. I had it. Now I've got egg on my face. Samson wants a haiku about old man outronned me. I want my degree, but just like in real life, boomers won't let me. There you go. Here's your haiku. That's true. That's true, Aaron. But that's a lot more syllables. Alright. I choose to open. And I'll get rid of all this crap. Old man. Sure. Whoa! 8-bit raid from Lord BBH. 255 viewers. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. We're playing more. We're in hour 38 of Mahjong. How was 1984 on Push to Reject tonight? You finally made it to 84. I saw there was some Chack and Pop going on. Welcome everybody on in. Hello. Big Bear's Cave. Hello. Beatles. Ragadam, Daciati, Auzora, Justin. Hello. Let's give a Taito assortment. Excellent. Give a shout out to BBH. Cormano sounds. Yeah, we are playing Mahjong 64. The goal of this game is to graduate from Mahjong University. I'm in my 4th year of studies and I have not passed a single class yet. Mostly because there's this old man sitting at the table. That guy, he's a real piece of shit. What's up, UNC fanatic, Spartanberry? Yeah, we're in year 4. I didn't have to retake any classes for some reason. I don't know why. They just let me move on. I'm gonna look into a couple arcade Mahjong games. If you have any recommendations, BBH, for what you think would be most interesting or relevant without obviously being without being porno. That goes without saying. But like I'm gonna check out the Neo Geo. I'm gonna check out Quest of Jong Master. Hey, what's going on? Okay, have a good food. You too. Mahjong game by Mitchell. I'm gonna write that down. Thank you for your suggestion. Mahjong. Wait, does it have porno in it though, before? Because like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, no one can beat level 1, and then I'm gonna do it. And then I'm gonna get banned for showing Jong Dong. Mirage Yoju Mahjong Den. Okay, thank you. I will. I'll take note of that. I'll try and look into that. Spoiler alert. For a future stream, we gotta be looking into some different Mahjong games. I have a similar wish, Daciati. I actually was talking about it earlier this stream. I want someone, if not myself, to localize Japanese quiz games to make the questions not only English but about things that someone could potentially know about. Besides, you know, Japanese talent agencies and minor league baseball players. Yeah, we're 100%ing every N64 game ever made, which means that we have quite a bit of Mahjong ahead of us. There are 7 or 8 Mahjong games on the N64, and they all look pretty cool. If you have at least a mild interest in Mahjong, I gotta say the flavor across all of these titles is pretty potent. Only 7 or 8, yeah. Well, I mean, the library is so small compared to so many other libraries. Like, 400 games globally for N64. It's among what you would consider like a successful console. It's very small. Super Real Mahjong PV Paradise. Okay, I'll write it down. I'm probably gonna do one of the Jalico Super Famicom ones. You could argue its success, but I think you'd have to say it's one of the, like, when you look at video game home markets across all generations, right? You usually have a top 3, and your 3 market leaders are almost always like stable options, where you're gonna go, like, those people are gonna have a console in the next generation as well. So it was, you know, Nintendo, Sega, NEC, and then once Sony showed up, NEC was out, and then once Microsoft shows up, Sega's out. So, I mean, like, if you look at the 5th generation of consoles, there are a lot of options, but even regions aside, you'd have to say the N64 is a top 3 console in whatever region you want to look at for that time period. There is, yeah, and there's, you know, the Dreamcast and the Xbox operate in the same generation as well. What I'm saying is that you have your 3 stable options. When a 4th one comes along and eats away at that market share, whatever lands in 4th usually has to go away. Usually there isn't enough capital to keep that competitor afloat. And it's a lot less common in the earlier days when you're talking about 4th and 5th generation consoles, because there's like fucking 18 consoles all vying for market share. But once you get to specifically like the Xbox, that's where it sort of becomes a rigid rule of 3. It's like 3 consoles and a handheld, and like that's it. That's all the market can support. No, I'm not saying they did either. I'm not saying that Xbox is the reason why Sega isn't around anymore. But I am saying that maybe if Microsoft hadn't shown up at that point and established themselves at that point, someone might have been going like, I could invest in Sega and keep them going for another generation, you know? It just so happens that those things sort of correlate. I mean, Microsoft considered buying Nintendo at that point. So I would say probably. I'm sure it was floated by someone. Okay, well, I can't get all 3 dragons. I do find it interesting how each of the big consoles of that era got their own lineup of like exclusive Sega games. Like they were divvied up very evenly. It was almost kind of like a it was almost kind of like a last will and testament was executed. But I mean, a lot of that stuff was, at some point, you know, Monkey Ball was going to be a Dreamcast game. The writing was on the wall. It stopped being a Dreamcast game. Jet Set Radio Future was going to be a Dreamcast game. Until it wasn't. Alright, we're taking that. I want that. Dole, you know, it was prime banana time in the video game market, as they say. I really need a 7. Not that one. Monkey Paw. There's the Dreamcast fan scene is very fascinating. Duke and I have spent a lot of time talking about it. That's what I needed. Hell yeah! That's what I needed. Wait, 1,500 points. That's nothing. Oh, well. Like, Dreamcast games are super cool. I like the Dreamcast a lot. But for all the fervor around, like, Dreamcast and how loud people are online about it, there's really only, like, a couple of genres that they actually will go support with, like, views and things like that. It has a lot more to do with like the arcade ports and a handful of the original titles, like the Sega first party stuff. But for the most part, like Dreamcast streaming is not something that people tend to flock to, it seems. Now, with 19 tiles left, we should open. And we just need connecting. There we go. That's what I needed. Ta-da! 5,800 points. Sega's great. I didn't have Sega growing up, but I was never the type of kid who was, well, okay. There was one point in my life where I bought into like the console wars, and that was N64 versus PlayStation. And even then, I couldn't hold out for very long. Like, it was like, oh, there's no load time on N64, and then I was like, fuck, Final Fantasy Tactics, are you kidding me? So, yeah, that was like the only point in my life where that was like something that was a line that I drew. But like, I used to look at gaming magazines all the time and just be like, looking at cool TurboGrafx games and cool Sega games and just being like, 3DO and Jaguar stuff, like, I wanted to play it all. I was never really like, oh, well, it's not on Nintendo, so it's not gonna be good. I just wanted to play cool games. I am in favor of exclusives, though. I know in this day and age people tend to like shit on exclusive titles, but I think exclusive titles are usually a good thing. At least initially exclusive. Like, if they get ported to other stuff later, that's fine. But I think those types of games tend to be more interesting in the long term, in terms of like discussion, as well as when you're developing something for a very specific piece of hardware, you can tailor all of your design choices around what that hardware is good at. And so you don't have to make concessions for making something work code-wise, visually, on 4 or 5 different pieces of hardware. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that, but it's not a new phenomenon either. Look at all the like board revisions for the Genesis. Look at you know. Oh well, this version of the PlayStation technically isn't compatible with these 9 games. So if you have a later revision PS1, you can't play these older games. You know. I don't really disagree with you, Quicks. Like, I can't think of a reason to get an Xbox Series or a PS5. And I hate that. I wish I could. But it's a struggle. Unicorn Overlord... Is that only on PS5? Okay, it's also on Switch, yeah. I thought so. And it's on Xbox. If anything, I have more of a reason to get a PS5, because if I was going to get into VR, I'd probably go that route. But at the same time, I think that the series hardware, with its like with the ease of ability to get into developer mode, is more flexible and kind of closer to a home media box / PC analog than a PS5 would be. But I mean, like, shit. I mean, even the PS4, I have a really hard time wanting to ever turn on my PS4. It's just not an appealing option to me. And again, like, I'm not trying to be an elitist about it. I'd like to have the drive to use that hardware. I'd like as many platforms to be viable and interesting as possible. I think... I personally am a fan of, 1992 to 1997, where there were just way too many fucking consoles on the market for no reason. I'm a big fan of that era because you get some weird-ass shit everywhere. It's... Everything has got weird fucking games all over the place, and it rules. But... yeah, I think there is kind of a homogenization to some degree that makes for sort of a less interesting kind of vibe. Yep, CDI, 3DO, Jaguar, 32X, Sega CD, Neo Geo CD, PCFX. Even early PS1 stuff feels very rough around the edges and kind of experimental compared to the other stuff. Yeah, Kingsfield kicks ass. It's so true, Bavork. It's so true. Nothing recognizable in that section. What's up, Bob? I think it might be too late to go for 7 pairs, but... yeah, I don't think we're ever going to experience that kind of, like, not through graphics, right? The push now is, I think, kind of through interface. Getting into stuff like haptic feedback and VR. That's where you're going to, if someone's really trying to push the technical envelope in that way to get people to get a noticeable leap, that's where it's going to happen. It's not going to be graphics anymore. There's no way. Like, there just isn't. There's not a way to push things that far forward in one move. But something that I do think is, what always ages better? It's not photorealistic graphics, it's art style. If you can provide a good stylistic look to your game and utilize that hardware towards that, like, it will look that cool. It will take your breath away. MG, congratulations on your first. Need a big hand before this round is over. That is cool though. It is very very encouraging that so many people can make video games now. You know, it used to be the kind of thing that you would need huge budget and manpower. Like, obviously it started out in a much smaller scope, but as things progressed, you were making like anything 3D pretty much. You'd need workstations and like people who had highly refined skill sets, and yeah, now it can be like a weekend hobby, and that's like, that's amazing. Yep, full circle. We're back to, you know, a programmer and an artist. Testing their own game and doing their own marketing and alright, I need an 8 of bamboo. I need to pair either this green dragon, which I can't. That is discard fodder. So I need to either pair the 5 or the south wind. I'd like to pair the south wind. Come on. Where's my... There. No. I can't get that one. Someone else. Someone else discard. You, old man. Stranded. Damn. Alright, that's the end of game 3. And I am still not in last place. Old man is on a fucking tear. Well, that's the end of game 4. Okay, so if I want to pass this class, we need to play one more round. And I need to do 15 points. I need to do... Minus 15 is ideal, but obviously Glasses guy can't win. I need him to not win. I think I need to get a glass of water, too. I'm quite thirsty. So I will be back in a moment. Tribal Hunter was gross. I did not like Tribal Hunter. That game was gross. Alright, I'll be back in a moment. I gotta go get some water, and then we'll do another round of Mahjong. BRB. Hello, I'm back. Basic Cable wants a horoscope. We'll get to that in a moment. Hello, Adam tuned in. That reminds me of I think it was The Onion. It might have been Clickhole, but I think it was The Onion. I quote this a lot. Let me see if I can find this. Yeah, nailed it. I always think of this when the subject of porn game design comes up. I always think of this meme. Alright, we gotta get a couple horoscopes in. I think a big part of that is because when they made that decision, people immediately decided to push the envelope as far as they could. Sorry, I just knocked a bunch of stuff over. Reaching for the SimCity cards. 1 second. Alright. We got 4 horoscopes to get to now. I'm not saying everyone was, but I think there were certainly a lot of people who were. I think there were some people who saw that as an opportunity to go, okay, how far can I push this? Because that's human nature. People are always going to do that. There's a reason why the phrase, "this is why we can't have nice things," exists. Like, the banning was out of control, but at the same time, there were people who were looking for an opportunity, because they're always, even with the current rule set, with every rule set, people are always going to go, okay, well, can I do this? Okay, Basic Cable wants a horoscope. Basic Cable, you got the fondue restaurant. You got the fondue restaurant. I didn't stop the timer. Let me wind this back a little bit. You're gonna have a very cheesy meal. Put cheese on everything you eat tomorrow. Just load up with cheese. Dan Highland, you got the food distributor. It might be a good day to make a meal, invite some people over, and break some bread with some people that you want to have a nice time, a nice conversation, a little food, a little beverage. Bahamut B. Bob, you got the forest. You got the forest, Bob. Find contemplation and quiet and chipmunks before it gets too hot out. Masumi, you got the pasture. If you have any milk tomorrow, make sure that it's pasteurized. that it comes from a pasture, because that's what pasteurized means. It means milk from a pasture. And Joey Cream Pie USA, you got the tailor. You got the tailor. Don't just throw away clothes that you could fix with a little stitch work, a little sewing. You could save some money and make less consumer waste. Okay. I know that makes me sound kind of like I'm defending Twitch, and I don't mean to come off that way, but my personality is very much, for those of you that are maybe new here, I'm not, there's a reason why the number one rule in this channel is don't be edgy. I'm not a provocateur. I find being a provocateur kind of annoying. And there's a difference between, like, having the door opened to let you express yourself the way that you want to, and just pushing buttons for the sake of pushing buttons. You know, just being an agitator. And the former is positive and should be enforced. And the latter is just trying to stir the pot. That's all it is. And it ruins it for the people who, you know, who have been waiting for that, who've been waiting for the chance to go, finally, you know, I can do my art on stream, I can make the VTuber that I wanted to make, or stream the game that I wanted to stream. And someone comes along and's like, hey, I'm gonna fucking boob piss farts, that'll get me noticed, and then suddenly you can't do it anymore. Like, It absolutely comes down to intent. It 100% comes down to intent. I mean, you disagree with me, Quicks, that's fine. Like, I've stated my viewpoint. I don't like provocative behavior for the sake of being provocative. If you're expressing yourself, if you're, you know, pursuing your identity, or you have something of, you know, if you're making something beyond this'll fuck up, this'll mind fuck you, great. Like, 100% run down that road as far as you can and don't stop, you know? But if all you're doing is just trying to get a rise out of people and, like, get noticed for being loud and I don't know what the word I'm looking for is right now. It's not inappropriate, but, you know, shocking, I guess. Then, you know. How many people can hum a Gigi Allen song? is kind of the point that I'm trying to make. And on the flip side of that coin, if you want to point the finger in the other direction, and you're very, very licensed to do so, you know, it's the reactionary actions of the corporation and the investors to go like, oh, we can't have any of that, you know, like, yeah, you could just be like, fuck these people in particular, or who cares, to go back and then start banning people who thought that they were now operating under rules that you said were in place is disingenuous and harmful. It is. And for there to still be lingering consequences for people who can't go to TwitchCon, who might still be banned or whatever, like, that's inexcusable. It is. I won't defend that. Damn, I was gonna discard that 5. Let's get rid of this. Nope. It's indefensible. They move seats in between rounds. I don't know why. I don't know what the reasoning behind that is, but they move seats. And maybe their butts hurt. Maybe they want to be closer to the cigarette machine. Thank you, Masumi. I'm not perfect. If you think I'm on some bullshit, you should call me out on my bullshit. You know? But... And I'm probably, like, too down the middle to a fault for some people, you know? But... I at least try to consider my viewpoints, and... I'm open to changing my mind if it seems like something that my mind ought to be changed on. I think that's natural, Liz. I think that I'm not surprised that you feel that way, and I don't think that you're wrong for feeling that way. I think that there are things that you and I, and based on our backgrounds and our values, you know, are fundamentally not going to agree on, but I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. Like, that's just sort of natural. That's it, right? Intent, right? And I trust that, barring extreme circumstances, you would, you know, at some point be like, hey, can we talk? Because, like, this sucks, and I'd be down to listen to your viewpoint on that, you know? Poor East Coast people trying to sleep. It's kind of a product of the era we live in. It's a product of the times, where I think it's important to have boundaries first and foremost. You should absolutely know what your boundaries are and not compromise them if they're, you know, that serious. But, like, there was something came up on Twitter, I think yesterday, right? And it's that guy who does, like, a bunch of RGB mods and stuff, whose like workshop got broken into or whatever, and yeah, Voltar, and like, because everything is designed to be like engagement driven, people are, you know, taking sides on it and being like, oh, well, he had shitty shelves and he's lying, or like, oh, this is horrible, like, I gotta support you. And I'm reading through his whole like thread of posts of what's happening, and I'm getting a sense that there's some people in the comments who are like, well, that's kind of what I'm getting to, Quicks, right? You know, because everything is reactionary, and because every issue has been politicized, and there are people taking sides, you have to sort of, I think, be passive about what you take in and go, I don't know anything about this subject, you know? Like, I don't know who this person is. KOcast, thank you for the follow. I don't know who this person is, and I don't know their work. I think it's unfortunate what happened to them, but I don't know anything about them, and I'm not going to, like, is there a reason why people seem to be quick to be like, haha, like, your shit's broke? Or are they being petty? I don't know. And because I don't know, like, I didn't want to comment on the situation. The only reason I'm commenting on it now is because this is like a real like thought process that I had where I'm sitting in bed and I'm just like, people seem to have opinions about this, and this is completely new to me. I don't have any familiarity with this content or its context, so like I don't know what to think. I can't. I mean, I can react instantly, but like it's worthless. It doesn't mean anything because that's what people, you know. It's not an informed decision. It's just kind of like, it's kind of a reflection on, you know, what your response is to seeing someone get hit in the balls. It's in so much as what it could say about your character. That's as most as you can get out of someone's sort of immediate reaction, unless they can be like, hey, like I have personal dealings with this person, or hey, like look at all these things that happened. And I personally don't have the energy to vet that stuff most of the time, so I just kind of stay out of it. Like I don't think of myself as being plugged into a lot of these. I'm not really plugged into any community. I am very kind of isolated outside of very small pockets of Twitch because I don't know a lot of these things. I'm not familiar with it. I don't have any knowledge going into it. So I can't really say what I think or know. Yeah, there are situations where it's indicative of a more significant position that's problematic, right, Liz? That you should be on the lookout for. I'm not saying it to be... Let me be clear. I'm not saying like I'm above it. I'm kind of... That's kind of a cry for help. To be completely honest, I'm not claiming to be above internet drama or anything like that. I'm saying like, yeah, I'm on my own. I don't know any of these people. I'm not in these communities. So, you know, I'm just not attuned to it. Damn, I was gonna try and get something big there. But to go back to what you said, because you did say something, I think, of substance, Liz, where you were talking about why the reason was the conversation was making you uncomfortable. My position on that sort of thing is like, it's one of privilege. It's, you know, I don't like to be angry, and I'm afforded the privilege of, you know, many things not stirring the blood. And I recognize that it's a position of privilege, but I don't think that it's wrong to be upset at the injustices of the world, and I don't think that it's wrong to try and do something about it. I hope that clarifies sort of where I am. And it's something that is kind of a boundary for me. It is kind of a mental health sort of thing. But again, that's privilege. I have the privilege of being who I am to be like, oh, I don't want to be mad, you know? So it's not that I don't find things unacceptable, but that's the line that I walk, basically. Yeah. Okay, let's get rid of these wins. And if there's people in the chat who have either left or are like, I wish this was a lighter conversation, I understand. I understand. We'll get around to something, but I am not going to at the same time. I'm not one to shy away from something unless I'm being asked to speak on something that I don't feel I have a tenable position towards. Taquitos are good. Hungry bad. Taquito's good. I had a really disgusting Subway sandwich for dinner. Like, it was nasty. You flip your tiles face down, Bolt Vanderhuge, when you call Ricci. You are basically one tile away from winning, and you're placing down a 1,000 point bet that you will win, and you cannot change out which tile it is you're going for at that point. But you make more points if you are right in your assertion that you're going to be the one that wins the hand. How was it gross? Well, I wanted to get a meatball sub because I just kind of wanted a meatball sub. I've had them on the brain for a while. And I went to Subway. Sort of coincidentally, I was at the Circle K and there's a Subway in there. And so I was like, yeah, let me get a meatball sub. And they're like, we're out of meatballs. And I was like, oh. Well, I don't want to just walk away. I'll order something else. Like, it's not like I only want meatballs. Like, I could get a different sandwich. And so I ended up getting a, like, chicken bacon ranch type sub. Yeah, there's something afoot there. So I got this big, like, chicken bacon ranch sub, and it ended up costing, like, 50% more than the meatball sub I wanted, but that's fine. It's whatever. And, I don't get my subs toasted because I don't like dry food. I like soft food. Speaking of being grandpa-like, I like soft, wet foods. And this sub was, like, huge. Like, the guy loaded it up. I don't know if he was supposed to or not. But it was, like, the chicken was, like, shredded chicken. And the Italian urban cheese can be kind of a gross bread to get untoasted because it's sort of mushy. And so, like, the whole sub just had this really, like, soft, kind of gummy consistency to it that if they had just used, like, chicken strips or, like, even cold cut chicken, I think it wouldn't have been a problem. But yeah, it was just kind of gross. I ate the whole thing though. I miss Quiznos too. Quiznos was so good. They had that raspberry, like, lemonade stuff too. That shit was so tasty. Hopefully I would play video games no matter who I was, Quicks. They just opened a Jersey Mike's, and I didn't even realize this. I forgot about it until I was leaving the Subway. They opened a Jersey Mike's next door to that Subway in my neighborhood. And I was like, shit, I should have left Subway and gotten Jersey Mike's. But nope. I don't know if I've ever had Jersey Mike's. I hate Jimmy John's. Mrs. Muhaha, thank you for the 11-month sub.
Almost to that year, hope all is well. Jersey Mike's is good but expensive.
Okay. I'll have to try it. I'll have to try Jersey Mike's. It all is well. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mrs. Muha, for the 11-month sub. I hope you're doing well, too. I don't know. I've never heard of Penn. I mean, I've heard of Penn Station, but I don't know Penn Station subs. Yeah, we got Arby's. We got Arby's here. I like Arby's. My problem with Jimmy John's is that their subs are like 70% lettuce. I don't know why they put so much goddamn lettuce on their subs. And lettuce is stupid anyways. Capriati's. I don't know Capriati's. I'll have to look into that. Corner Deli's good. They use good stuff. Their bread's too hard for me, but it's good food. Rax is barely hanging on. I know that there are still at least a couple Raxes left. Did I just lose? Did I just lose by 1 point? Or are they going to give me the C because we tied? Yes! Tied for third. C-, baby. Woo! Ooh, that's C- music right there. Okay. We've passed 1 of 5 classes. 1 down. I remember Rax from being a kid, but I always thought it didn't sound like a place that served food. There's something about their name and their logo just felt like it wasn't a food place to me as a child. Points math, defense science. Yeah, you can eat here. That's why they had the slogan. Practical free school. What's that mean? 3 Honshu underinflation rule. I think I could do this. Basically, just don't get negative points. Obviously, I'm having a hard time with that, but this seems doable. Yeah, they went with this whole, like, counterculture, like, early 90s kind of corporate apathy, nihilism type stuff. Like, it's a rabbit hole you can go down looking at Rax advertisements. But, yeah. They had a thing, their slogan at one point was, "You can eat here." The mascot was very divorced, yep. Extremely divorced. A lot of people point to it as being sort of like what cost them a lot of money, and like people didn't respond with the ad campaign. So I would say no, Orky Bork. But again, I've never had Rax. I was turned off by them. I mean, the funny thing is, if you get down to brass tacks with it, a lot of their advertising was about how they were for like adults, how it was like you weren't gonna have like birthday clowns and tube slides and stuff, that it was a serious place with serious food. So as a kid, of course, I would be like, no. I will get the chicken McNuggets. So I guess in that regard it worked, but I would eat at a Kirby restaurant. Where are the tiles I need? I got a craving for, there's a local burger place here that's on the complete opposite side of town, which, to those of you that live in like a big city, is a laughable distance / amount of traffic. But it's far enough to where like I don't want to go that far. But I've been having a craving for, they have these like sorbets there that are, it's like this local burger place that makes their own sorbets, and I don't even really, the burger's fine. I'm craving the sorbet. How long is the drive? Let me Google Maps it real quick. Let me Google Maps it for you real quick. Because again, I as someone who used to live in a much bigger city, you'll be like, that's fucking nothing. But it's always relative, right? It is a 7 3/4 mile drive. In traffic, probably about 15 minutes. Because it's like a highway drive, and we don't... There's only like a couple intersections in town that actually get congested, and it sucks because it's kind of a new phenomenon here, so people don't know. Like, there's an intersection in this city that from like 4 to 6 every day is just gridlocked because no one understands that you're not supposed to commit gridlock. It's just not a thing that you would encounter anywhere else in this city. So every time that intersection gets congested, people are just like, well, I'm going to pull out, and I'm going to just wait for the light to turn green. And it's like, you can't fucking do that, dumbass. But, yeah, traffic is not really a concern where I live, unless there's road work being done. Here's Miss Delicious. Yes, they did have Max and Irma's. I don't remember ever eating there, though. But yes, they did, Schemo. I think one of my sisters really likes to eat there. Top 3 third-party Wii U games. I might have to look at my Wii U library to answer that question. Ice cream out of a bathtub. But why? You don't have to do that. There are plenty of ways to get ice cream that don't involve a bathtub. Oh yeah, Tony Pacos is... like, Tony Pacos will mail you food, and I recommend it. Tony Pacos is delicious. Now, granted, you're really only going to get, like, their canned pickles and peppers, which are good, if you're into that sort of thing, or their hot dog sauce, that sort of thing. You can't really get, like, the chicken paprikash mailed to you, I don't think. But it's one of the few things that, like, if you want to make me homesick, mail me Tony Pacos, and I'll just have a few nostalgic meals out of it. It's good. Hot dog sauce is basically what they call chili. It's not really chili because it doesn't have like chili powder in it, I don't think, but it's... Envision a chili dog, and that's basically a hot dog with hot dog sauce on it. I know it sounds weird. It does sound weird. It's not Cincinnati chili. It's not Cincinnati chili, but it's... You're in the right ballpark. Greek Macedonian meat sauce. That tracks. They're a Hungarian restaurant, so.
Bonk.
Top 3 third-party Wii U games, huh? That's tough. I'm gonna abstain from that question. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom.
Bonk.
Toot Toot Sonic Warrior. Yeah, it kind of is. It's one of those regional things where it's like, how dare you? But it's not that big of a deal to me. Yeah, they call it hot dog sauce. Like, I wouldn't call it that, but that's what it said. Like, I'm telling you that if you're on the Tony Paco's website and you see a can of hot dog sauce, it's okay to order that. It's tasty. $40 thank you for the 50 beginner Mahjong locations.
Top 10 places to play Mahjong for beginners. 1. In traffic. 2.
Don't do
On
that.
the floor in the middle of a food court.
That's fine.
3. On top of a moving car.
Don't do that.
4. In a bathtub. 5.
You can do that.
In someone else's bathtub. 6. In a stolen bathtub. 7. Next to 4 bathtubs. 8. In a bathtub factory. 9.
I'm sensing
In a
a
factory
pattern.
that makes factories that make bathtubs. 10. Toot toot bing bang potato honk honk.
Thank you for the 50 Mahjong locations. $40. Kirkland signature ice cream bar. Hot dog sauce is like not spicy chili for your hot dog. It's a meat type sauce for hot dogs. What's up, Kronos? Wiener gravy, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, if I ever go back to Ohio, if I'm ever visiting family, like it's kind of a touristy thing to do, but it 100% is on my radar to go to Tony Paco's to get. Do they still have the Moad there, the mother of all dogs? I gotta see their menu. Yeah, they do. Excellent. You can look at the Moad here, and you can also look at a hilarious cardboard cutout of tiny Michael Simon on this website.